Latinos Out Loud podcast.
Boom, boom,
Yo,
boom,
yo,
boom.
yo, 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 fast. Yo, 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 yo. So yo, 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 yo. Whoa, 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 what's new,
Wow.
pussycat? Whoa, 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 yo.
Bringing out the
Dímelo.
Tom Jones.
Yes, what's new, pussycat? I'll tell you what's new. Season 11 of the
11?
Latinos Out Loud podcast.
Damn.
Man, they got creeping up there on the seasons.
Oh
Like,
my God.
Can't believe it.
got more
Um,
seasons than like The Simpsons at this point.
Yo, that was a self-realization moment because I haven't really talked about the like numericals, like the numbers of the seasons here. We talk more about like episode numbers. We are steering our way towards 300. Wow. Oh my God.
This is Sparta. This is Sparta.
Ooh.
Hay que jugar el número 311. Okay, hi. Guess what, guys? It's the Latinos Out Loud podcast. We're back. We're fresh from the summer break. Woo! It feels good. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Frank.
Hey, guys.
My name is Rachel La Loca.
All right.
Who
What's
else
up?
is here?
I'm back from summer, still with didn't get a good tan, still pale. Jay Ferns.
Aw,
You got red. You look
LL.
red, Jamie. You look all
I'm
right.
red.
You're
Yeah,
red.
because
Yeah, you look a little
this
red.
room's
You look all
hot.
right.
That's why it's like the room I'm in is sans air.
This is Frank Nibs up from the heights. You know how we do.
Frank!
Yeah.
Guys, feels
Dime.
good. Feels
yeah.
good. We're back. It's the Latinos Out Loud podcast. LOL is here. Okay, what a great summer. First of all, I'm going to clap it up for the summer of 22 for me right here. I'm just going to clap it up.
Wow.
I don't know how y'all's summers were. Mine was plentiful, but yo, August like came in and just like zoom, like
Ow.
left. Like what happened to
Jeez.
August? I mean, did
Let's not
anybody-
mistake the month of August with our one of our producers, August. His name is
Amazing,
August, too.
amazing.
So he might be listening and he might be like, wait, what are you talking about? I left. I zoomed out here. Like I was there the whole meeting.
Just so you know, Augusto just wrote in the chat, I knew that was coming because
shit.
he knows our comedy. He knows that we love him. So therefore, there will be comedy on him. I swear, August like came in and out. It was like really crazy. We're in like mid-September. What? Already? How the
Damn.
hell?
It's
So-
already looking for my, Halloween costume.
Yeah, Halloween. Wow.
Right? I was doing the same thing. Shout out to Walmart in Florida. Was down in the FL Florida a couple
Aight,
days ago
aight.
visiting my broski. Brought the
Aight.
boys. It was real nice. So, summer was dope. Lots of beaches, right? Beaches, family.
Beach.
Of course, I celebrated my birthday.
That was
That
dope. That was dope.
That was so much fun.
That was a long day, Rachel. That was like a 10-hour birthday.
Yeah. Unintentionally, it was the extended version. Like,
Wow.
okay, shout out to everybody at Angelica's Uptown for showing us so much LOVE. Okay, they showed us so much love. Like, we were only supposed to be in their patio till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and people were just like coming in and out, you know what I'm saying, coming through for the really good food. Shout out to the food. Like,
Wow.
The
brunch,
food, was crazy.
chicken and waffles are ready, Fatima. Let's go. We're rolling. Let's go.
It's like in those cartoons when like the cartoon character smells a pie on the windowsill
Yes.
and their nose they fly to it. Their nose just travels there.
Like the scent like brings them the scent and the smoke. I don't know. That's a good
Wow.
cartoon move. Yeah. Wow. Well, the food was slamming. Shout out to Angelica's Uptown and everybody who made that party pop. I mean, everybody who came through. Shout out to Linda Abar, the life of the party. She definitely got the award for life.
She took it to the end.
day.
She definitely, the dance on the table did it. She did a great job. Wow.
Wait,
I
was
mean-
that happened?
Oh yeah, that
after
was
or
at the
before I
end.
was
You
there?
left, Jamie. She
Oh,
finished
you
it
missed
all.
the after party. Yeah. So
that
we
was
were
a whole
there
after party.
to like 9 9 at night, I think, right? I
Yeah.
mean, it was a little blurry at that point, but I think it
Angelica's
was
really
There was a lot of
lesbian.
blunts for
and
Rachel.
it was
got
still
really
just
blurry.
you.
I want to shout out you guys for coming through. We took some great pictures and video. Yeah, how about you guys?
Yeah, the
How
cake was
Oh,
nice.
Dominican
Frank.
cake.
Frank.
The heights, yo.
You
Thank
like
you so much, Frank.
it was huge too, and so it was
So
like
good.
Dominican cake in the Heights. You can't get more Dominican than that.
That shit,
But
that's a
that's-
sugar rush right there. You could have a diabetic episode without having diabetes.
There should have been a scene like that in the Heights, in the movie In the Heights, and I don't think
Facts.
there would have been any criticisms. It would have been like, yo, but that scene with the big ass Dominican cake though,
Yo,
you gotta give it props.
if that would have been in the movie, I swear there would have been no controversy about authenticity.
Yeah.
There would have been no controversy if
Facts.
people would have been seeing a Dominican cake being devoured like it was at Rachel's birthday party.
Uh-huh.
And shout out to Denise from like the mayor's office. We had such an eclectic crowd there, I tell you. But what
Wow.
was good, one thing I think that everybody did at that birthday party was be themselves. Everybody was unapologetically themselves. And I really love that. It was a safe space to just, everybody was just
Rachel,
themselves.
I have one question. Who was the lady
to
with
me.
the blonde hair? The older lady with the blonde hair.
Oh, shout out to Betsy Batista. So Betsy and I used to work together at La Revista People en Español. And now she's doing her thing in radio sales, but she's also a conguera and a salsera. So
okay.
her and like Yaya were collaborating and they want to now do a song together.
Oh,
I love
nice.
seeing that. You know what I'm saying? Like network it. You know what I'm saying? Network it. Like at my birthday party.
Network.
Let's go.
It was great.
Shout out to Frank. Frank, it was your idea to do it at Angelica's. This was my first birthday party I've ever done outside of like, either my neighborhood or Brooklyn. This was uptown, my first birthday party uptown. And what a success. I mean, a lot of people that I love are uptown. And I really like that. Yeah, so that was a really cool thing to see. And shout out to Frank again for that cake. And you're a really good friend for doing what you did. Thank you so
It's
much.
all love,
Yo,
man. It's LOL, man. It's all love.
speaking of cake, how was y'all's summer? What was tell me about your summer? Anything sweet?
I mean, I went to a water park, which I realized I came to the realization that I'm too old for
That's
water
it.
parks.
No more action park for you.
Oh no, Action Park.
No, it wasn't. If Action Park, I would have probably been unconscious after like 10
mad
minutes.
lawsuits against Action Park in New Jersey.
No, I actually went to in Jersey. They have the American Dream big ass shopping mall and entertainment complex is near the Meadowlands where the Giants and Jets play, and they have a DreamWorks water park. So basically, it's just like you go in. There's a big ass Shrek wearing a bathing suit when you walk in.
Wow.
Donkey.
Donkey.
They actually were playing Shrek in a screen, and like everybody was like, all these kids and their parents are watching it in the wave pool, like
that's so weird, but fun.
Like later in the night. It was
Fiona, I like it.
Fiona, and then but they had adult, they had like hardcore water rides for adults. They had like big ass water slides.
Oh,
and that's where I realized that I was just like too old for it, because I went in this big ass. The highest water slide I think I've ever seen. It was indoors, but it reached like the clouds, right?
Right.
And you walk. First of all, you got to walk all these stairs, which already I'm like huffing and puffing at the top. I'm already like, yo, how am I? Like you want to get like you're like I have to take the slide to go down because there's no way I'm gonna walk these stairs downstairs.
Damn.
There's no elevator. There's no escalator.
Wow.
Aside from the fact that you look like the biggest loser walking
Right, you go
down
back
the
down.
stairs, like, oh look, Ma, he was scared to ride it. With your tube going back down the stairs, not a good look for an adult man. Continue.
No, this wasn't even a tube. This is let me tell you this ride. You're literally standing they put you in this little capsule tube, standing up straight, and then the floor eventually drops out on you, and you go straight down.
Oh my God.
A freaking like death-defying water slide that's like super straight down. And so it was frightening at first. I was like, why am I being peer pressured into this?
Damn.
And then shout out to Andrew who peer pressured me.
I knew it. I knew it. I was gonna say it was definitely Andrew Casanova who was like, come on, Jamie, come on. Jamie, these
Come
little
on, man.
kids.
I
These
mean, he
little kids
knows
on the line.
once he questions my manhood, that's gonna make me say, fine, I'll do it. You know, like he can make me rob a bank. All he just has to say is like, he just has to be like, stop being such a fucking like,
Jamie,
little-
Uncle Jamie, come on, man. Come on,
Yeah.
17-year-olds rob banks. Okay.
Why you being a chicken shit, yo? And it's like, all right, give me the gun. Give me the
He
gun and
doesn't
the
even-
mask. Let's go. I did get through the slide. And I think that it wasn't as scary going down as I thought.
What'd you
that's what
feel?
That's what she said.
Oh,
But it wasn't as scary. Let me repeat. It wasn't as scary going down as I thought it was. But let me tell you, my ass hurt like crazy.
The shorts
Wedgie?
went straight up, right?
Water
it's
wedgie?
just you like scratch, like it feels like you just got scratched up by Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? Like in your ass. Like I don't know why it's so hardcore that those slides don't have any protective cushioning, so you're basically just going down straight down, and your butt is gonna take the brunt of the abuse.
I don't like this. This doesn't sound pleasurable. This doesn't sound fun.
It was like, look, the actual experience of it was cool, but afterwards I was like, my butt hurts like crazy. And there were jacuzzis, there were jacuzzis around the park, so that was cool. Big ass jacuzzis, where like everybody in there. So wrapping it up, I'm a lazy river guy. If I'm gonna go to a water park, I'm sticking to the lazy river. I'm sticking to jacuzzis if there is any, and maybe a little bit of the wave pool. But I'm not doing any of those. Those slides are for the young at heart. But it was cool. It's actually a pretty cool water park. The fact that it's in a mall, you could shop with your Speedo on, which is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
I wouldn't want to do that, but you can.
That was the selling point to me. I was like, wait, what?
So after hurting my buns, I was able to go to Cinnabons, so it worked out.
Perfect. Damn it. That is the ultimate mall pastry.
I've survived the DreamWorks.
Yeah, you look like you're dang.
Shout out to
Shrek, it, bro.
Shout out to Shrek. Frank, did you do any sort of?
I went to the beach the whole summer. The LOLs can't see me. I look like Kunta Kinte. That's what my mother calls me right now.
Oh, I think it's a bronze glow. It's a nice bronze
very,
glow.
very dark.
Mm-hmm.
My mother doesn't want me to go back to the beach.
Oscar
she said, that's
statue.
it. She said, I don't look like her son. So yeah, I'm going to stop going to the beach. That's it. I think the beach is closed, so I'm done.
What beach did you go to?
I went to Orchard Beach like 4 or 5 times.
Beach.
I went to Jersey Shore about 2 times, and I went to Jones Beach about twice. So I had a good summer at the beach, man. It was very relaxing,
Some people work from home. Frank works from beach.
There you go, Jamie. Tommy always works from different places. You know how it is.
Yeah, yo, Tommy, you ain't got a job. Tommy, you ain't got a job, Tommy.
Hey, Rachel, Frank always has a job here or there. I always find something to do. You know how it is. I'm a hustler, baby. You know how we do.
Nah, yo, Frank, you've been busy this summer. I know it sounds like you've been beaching it up, but I think all 3 of us been working. You know what I'm saying? I see us outside, and I want to just shout us out and everybody who was really putting in the work this summer. We really want it. You could tell, because there's no breaks here, no sleep till Brooklyn. But at the same time, like Frank was saying, the beach time or whatever you do for your pleasure, your own self-pleasure, me time, keep doing it, yo. That's what's the balance. There's that balance there that gives us the juice in our caboose, right? Like I need to take those moments. I need the juice in my caboose. I need to go to Coney Island and get on that cyclone. I need to do things with my kids. And we went down to the vessel and walked the High Line. And shout out to Buick, who also gave us some wheels to do all these adventurous things. Buick hit us up and was like, yo, y'all could rock the Buick Enclave, the 2023, 2022. It was a 2022.
Yo, I felt like a baller, Rachel. I was like a baller, yo.
We were balling.
We were balling, yo.
We did some episodes from the vehicle. It was a really good time in the Buick, right? The 3 rows. And they told us, they were like, rock the Buick Enclave because the cabin is so quiet you could record a podcast from it. And guess what? They were right. That cabin was very quiet, and we certainly recorded more than one podcast. We did a bunch of stuff. So really happy to share that with the LOLeros. So please stay tuned. All right, guys. Well, more treats in the Latinos Out Loud bag here. Guess what, Frank? Guess what it's time for? It's been a while, but it's time.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. There's so much to talk about. There's so much chisme. So it is time.
Chisme. I love a chisme. I love a little good chisme.
You know what's coming then. If you like good chisme, you'll love Bochinche
Bites!
Woo!
What up, what up?
Hey, man!
What up, brother? What's popping?
There's some bochinche that happened while we were away.
So much.
So we gotta hit some of those things that happened during our absence. Let's start off with Bad Bunny, the Bad Bunny kiss. Remember that?
El Conejo Malo.
Oh yeah.
At the MTV Video Music Awards, Bad Bunny pulled the Madonna. Remember when Madonna did that?
Yeah,
we'll talk about her later.
She kissed Britney Spears.
She kissed Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. It was like 1 and 2.
Oh wow. Yeah, that was juicy.
And so Bad Bunny kind of did the same thing. He kissed a female backup dancer, I think, and then he went right after and kissed a male backup dancer. And that got the internet a buzz.
That was the kiss of the year, huh? That's what they're calling it, the kiss of the year.
Wow.
Bad tonguey. Bad tonguey?
Oh, no, you didn't.
Or maybe it was good tonguey. Hey, maybe good. Get that good tonguey from Bad Bunny. He's a provocateur, right? I think he likes to keep people on their toes as far as, because everybody gets bent out of shape, right, with sexuality. Oh, is he gay? Is he straight? Bi? And I think he likes to play with that, right? And he likes people that are like,
I agree.
Now, some people think, it's a sort of like, there's a term for it, right?
Yeah, the gay community has been mentioning it. Like he's just using that to, for popularity. There's a specific word that they're using. Like he's like baiting people by
queer baiting. I think it's called queer baiting.
Queer baiting. There you go. Yeah, yeah. I heard. I don't know the words, but it sounds like it, Jamie. Yep.
And that is. And let me look at the exact definition of this.
Queer baiting. Wow.
Queer baiting. Well, look, Wikipedia says it's a marketing technique for fiction and entertainment in which creators hint at, but then do not actually depict same-sex romance or other stuff.
He's slick.
So, some people might argue that he is doing this because he knows it's gonna get press. He knows he's gonna have more gay fans. Maybe
the next day the internet was buzzing. The internet was buzzing after he did. I never seen the internet buzz like that since Ozuna.
I mean, right now, Bad Bunny, so some people that are criticizing him are like, okay, maybe he's just doing this for attention.
Whether he's doing it for something, for press, for making a statement, whatever it is, I kind of like it. I don't know, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's interesting. And if this is him proclaiming his bisexuality or him being other than heterosexual, I think that's kind of cool. Make noise about it. Let him know, Bad Bunny. It's all good.
He came out. Has he declared himself, or maybe it was just
but that's the mystery, and I think he likes that. I think he likes playing with that. He likes people to just come to their own conclusions.
Right?
Interesting.
And so
that's iconic. The icons do that. The Madonnas do that, like you said. Speaking of which,
so speaking of Madonna, she was uptown
in the Heights. Don't say that. Say in the Heights. She was in 175th in Amsterdam.
She was in the Heights, right? With Tokischa. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Tokischa.
New Dominican star coming on the rise.
Oh, yeah. I love her.
And I guess they were shooting a video. And here's another thing. This is, Madonna now is, older. She's trying to gain a new audience. And
I got a new.
Is she just doing this? She's just doing this for the press, we
were talking about queer baiting. Is Madonna Latino baiting right now?
Ooh.
Here we go.
And she's getting some bad press. You know, she's 65 and Tokischa's 25. So a lot of people are complaining about the age difference. That's 40 years, maybe, close. So people are putting heat on her because of that, too.
And again, they don't know, you know, they took pictures together, like where they're, you know, touching each other's tongues and stuff.
Oh, they make out like bandits, these two.
Oh, they make out like bandits, right?
Each other everywhere.
and Tokischa's taking advantage too. Tokischa's up and coming, but who wouldn't want to be associated with kind of like an iconic, you know, singer like Madonna, who will never, you know, she ain't gonna stop. She's in her 60s. She's not gonna be in a rocking chair in the country, you know, just
she needs
living her golden years, right? She still wants to do the same shit she was doing up in her 20s and 30s.
Yo, pero shout out to Led Black, who we saw today, right? Who dropped a little bit of insight on this, Frank, and what was going on uptown. Tell him what Led shared. Well, I don't want to put Led out there, but okay.
Led Black was just rolling around the neighborhood, and he said he saw a whole bunch of people on 175th in Amsterdam, and he just started rolling around. He was with his wife, and then he went inside this bodega that was right next to where everything was going on, and he walked in there. He saw Raydel Ortiz, who we interviewed in the Google Center, and he saw him there, and he saw a whole crew. He said to himself, "Wow, I know Raydel's like big, but I don't know if he's this big." And he started investigating more. He's found out that, you know, Madonna was coming. So he stayed on scene. And then Madonna popped out of a building and everybody went crazy. And Madonna came and Tokischa came in the corner. Like, he told me it was really crazy because you had a lot of guys from like the corner, guys hustling, guys from the neighborhood. So you brought this whole crew of like, you know, people that they didn't know. So it was like it was kind of weird. He was saying like, yo, these guys are like hustlers, like from the streets, like they'll fucking blow you away like in a second. So they're seeing all these people in the corner. So they had to like control the crowd and the people from the neighborhood. So it was like, he was like, yo, it was really crazy.
But I'm sure they were like, yo, oh shit, is that Madonna, yo? You know what I'm saying? Like, right. I'm sure like the Heights, you know, when they know how to bring out like the red carpet. So they actually, I feel like, appreciate when some Hollywood shit goes down.
Yeah, facts.
You know?
That's true. That's true. It did turn into a big party, by the way. It turned into a big party at the night.
Yo, but Madonna's also like, there's rumors she's dating another Latino, like 20-year-old. Like,
yep, like 23 years old, 24 years old, 25 maybe.
She be taking care of more like young ethnic boys than Angelina Jolie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, snap.
Damn.
Like, come on, Madonna. She like the young Latin boys.
I always told you, I think I mentioned on this show before, I have a friend who hooked up with Madonna. And he is Latino. This was a long time ago. He was a model and he was at all the parties and they had a thing for a while.
In her prime.
In her prime, but he was, I mean, I don't want to go on record saying, but he was of an age that is suspect. Questionable.
She's like Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, yo, under 25
He's another one.
And I'm out. Under 25 and I'm out. You know what I mean?
Like, you 26? I'm out. Bye-bye.
Yo,
wow.
You too old, girl.
Mama don't preach.
Jimmy! How many more? Keep coming though. They're all so good.
Why do these people hate on her? Like she's not one of these, you know, like a Prince. Right, like a Michael, right? Like
she's up there.
She totally is.
Yeah,
she's also been one of the artists, I think, that like has reinvented her sound so eloquently and beautifully. Each Madonna album is something different. She's done movie soundtracks. She's done the sexual stuff. She's done stuff in Spanish. You know, we should have known that she was a Latino lover. You know what I'm saying? Like Isla Bonita kind of said it all. You know what I mean?
Isla Bonita.
And that's a jam to this day.
You know. Yeah, yo. So
and
all of that.
And Evita, you know.
Oh, she's an actress. Man. Exactly. She sang the Evita jams. Yeah, I'm with you, Jamie. She's really an icon, like a true icon who continues to reinvent herself and now is like dabbing into dembow. What are we gonna see out of this association of Madonna and Tokischa?
Hopefully,
aside from a lot of tongue action, what else are we gonna see?
I mean, can I get a backstage pass?
Wow.
Anyways, So yeah, so that was, you know, those were interesting bites. There's a huge sad bite. The Queen.
Oh, the Queen is
Queen
yes, the
has passed
Queen.
away.
Oh
I think he was
man, the Queen is dead,
96.
yo.
Queen is dead,
Jesus.
yo.
All
God.
hail the Queen.
Oh
And
man.
it's a
How old
big
was she?
deal.
How old was
96,
she?
Was
I
she
think.
Oh man,
96?
96.
She had the crown for a while, yo.
For
Like
a
she wasn't
minute.
letting that shit go.
Wow.
And then her son, what is it, King Charles, or I think he's taking over, and he's taking it over like at 72. And I'm pretty sure he was like, a part of him is like, wow, like I really thought I would get this title a little earlier in my life. 72, I can't even enjoy being a king that much. I mean,
where he was probably training for it in his 50s, like going to the gym, getting ready, getting all like the suits tailored and everything. And then he's like, oh, I'm just gonna get this up because it's already past the point. So
Wow.
He's like, I'm trying to get some king ass. I'm trying to get some ass on my throne. And no, he can now at 72. He just has to. He's just kind of like, he probably doesn't even. He's in retirement age. Like he's like,
there's no more space for no throne jobs. You know what I'm saying?
No throne jobs.
Wow.
Nope. Sorry.
Those are done. Those are over.
No, not at 72. I mean, I guess there's Viagra and all of that.
It's limp. It's limp by this.
Ain't nobody gonna go to
right?
town on that crown.
Limp biscuit.
But go ahead, King Carlito. Do your thing, King Carlos. All right.
And then he's and it's gonna be a big. So the funeral I think is next week from when we're recording this. So it might have just passed if you're listening to this afterwards. But the funeral is gonna be crazy because
what's gonna happen?
She's been the queen since like the 50s,
52 since 1952.
So there hasn't been something like this.
Yeah, that's huge. This is huge.
And they used to go all out in the 50s. They used to have the carriages and the town, all of London or whatever was just like swarming with people. And now you got all the news, the news is there and magazines and websites and all this shit.
It's always a big thing. The wedding, the Lady Diana funeral, all of it.
It's gonna be something like that.
This is gonna be magazine special type.
Yeah. And then
special.
And then when the coronation for him, that's something that hasn't been done since the 50s. Wow. So the funeral, so I guess the funeral, you can they have done stuff like that with, and even with her husband recently that passed away. There have been similar funerals for people in the royal family, but the actual coronation of the king, that's something that we haven't seen since the 50s. So that's going to be a crazy event, and people don't know how big how big is it now? Like it was big back then. How epic is it going to come off now when they do it in this 2022?
Maybe there'll be like a hologram crown that's gonna be placed on his head.
Like how crazy can it get?
Well, a lot of people say she's a reptile, so she probably come on like a hologram, like a reptile. So we might get something, really crazy. I can't wait.
Maybe the coronation will take place in the metaverse.
Yes. Oh my Lord.
Maybe Madonna and Tokischa will show up and start making out, and the king will be like, "This is exactly what I expected of once I became the queen."
The musical guests, Madonna and Tokischa. And the trumpets are playing. This is going to be fun to watch for sure.
Can we get Queen Latifah up in there? Do a little unity.
Right. Or what about the revival of Queen? We will rock you. King Carlos. We
will rock you.
We are the
champions.
Awesome.
Wow.
So that's a big deal. I mean, I still don't quite get like all the inner workings of the royal family. You know what I mean?
Me either. I just know they got all the money. That's all I know.
I know Fatima watches the Netflix show The Crown, which tells you all about that family. And so it goes straight into when the queen became the queen. And it just so I feel like people that have seen that show actually feel like they're experiencing something big, you know, because Fatima's actually excited to see, you know,
the whole thing,
the
the whole-
coronation and all that stuff, and even, you know,
Are people taking the day off maybe for that? Because I know people sometimes take the day off for
a
something
lot
like
of people.
that.
I mean, yeah, there's
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people
some
probably
people
take the
take
day
that
off.
real serious. So
Yeah,
it's not just
Wow.
it's kind of like how the World Cup, like Americans started getting into the World Cup and shit.
yeah, you're right.
I was like, since
Whoa.
when? There's been a lot through the history of the royal family. There's been a lot of scandal. And so I don't think you could ever rule anything out with them. So
Interesting.
even though Prince Harry did his Prince Harry thing with Meghan, I think they've had worse and more scandalous shit go on there, and people have made up and stuff. So I do think eventually he'll find his, like if his brother took over, if once the king passes away, his brother's gonna take over.
Right.
And you don't think his brother's gonna be like, yo, I want my baby brother by my side to be like whatever. I don't know what the second title is, but you know, he might want that. So
The court jester, I believe. Is
the
the
court
second.
jester?
No, it's not. I don't know. I don't know the hierarchy
Wow,
of
Rachel.
the royal family.
The king of jacks.
Bring in the court jester.
The king of spades. It's like now you're just saying card names.
Yeah.
The Prince of Wales.
The Prince of Wales.
Prince of Tides. And then
of
Megan got her own issues. Like people still hating on her. So and she ain't
Yeah,
never gonna
yo.
get unequivocal love from the not just from the family, from the people that live, you know, in the English people. Like a lot of them are just like very conservative, and they're like,
the sister gets no love.
nah, they're still not gonna get her love. It's still so
Not in Buckingham Palace.
in
Hell no.
Buckingham.
Not yet.
Buckingham is
Not feeling it.
they ain't going ham. They ain't going ham
No.
with her. She's like, I think I read in the news like she was getting like already people were like dissing her. Like they
Wow.
went like for something. I mean, to pay respects, whatever. So I think they're there already. But there were some people that were like being dicks to her and shit. Like,
Oh,
hey, you
come
bloody,
Mm.
get out of here, you bloody home wrecker.
on. Bro, this ain't Hollywood, Meghan Markle.
You
All right?
castle wrecker.
Castle
You
Rock.
blooded idiot.
Well,
But yo, long live the queen. You know, she did her thing, 96. You gotta, and she was, look, for women everywhere. Like she was the woman in power. Like, you know, this is
She held it down, bro.
She held it down.
Yeah.
And she didn't take no shit. And so rest in peace. And let's see what this new king got up his sleeve. Again, I don't really know what the king does and I don't really know what his duties are now.
Nothing.
I don't really think it
Just hang
affects
out.
us, but I mean, you know, we'll see.
well, you know, maybe one day racism will be addressed within Buckingham Palace, you know, maybe with the new reign of King Carlos. I don't know.
We
But,
won't be alive, Rachel. You know.
You
but
know?
King
hopefully
Carlos,
one
chill. Madonna's like, who's King Carlos? How old is he?
This is fun. Well, Jamie, Bochinche Bites, you had a lot to talk about. Wow. That was a lot. How do you feel?
It was good to get all this off my chest, you know.
Yeah, Jamie, he sounded like he just had to get it out. It was
it was
just
a lot,
building up.
you
Yeah, it was
know.
building up.
And there was, you know, we started with the Latino stuff, and then, you know, the Queen stuff I think is worldwide. So
yeah.
Yeah. So interesting month, I guess.
Wow.
Well,
that's a great way to like, you know, kick off this new Bochinche Bites. Interesting.
Well, we got to fill up these 3 shows a week, you know. So
we're gonna bring it.
All right.
So get ready. Every week we're gonna have you know, coverage from the royal family. Latinos Aloud presents the Royal Familia.
All right, guys. Well, this has been a great episode, right? You guys want to shout some socials out before we wrap?
Yeah, J Ferns Instagram, J_Ferns Twitter.
Well,
right.
guys, you could maybe catch me on Instagram. I really don't touch the Facebook or the Twitter. So Nibs0125. You can holler at me there if anything.
All right. And you can follow me at Rachel La Loca, RACHEL La Loca. Please follow us at We Are Latinos Out Loud on the gram. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter as Latinos Out Loud _. And you can call us. Give us a call, 978 Latinos. Look, if you got a message for Frank, I forward
Yes.
it. I forward it to Frank.
Please.
If you have a message for Jamie, I'll forward it to Jamie. If you have a message for me, I'm listening. So just call us, 978 Latinos. Thank you for listening. We're so excited for this new season. Continue to rock out with us. LOLeros, we love you. On that note, we out!